Dawn McGee, your nutrition evangelist here. I put the fun back into being healthy. I love to work with women who are ready to make their health a priority, and they just need a little guide to get off the sidelines and back to doing all of the things that bring them joy. Now, it is the end of September, and we are about to enter what I call the silly season. First comes the preparation for Halloween. Of course, the candy is already in the grocery stores. After Halloween comes Thanksgiving. After Thanksgiving comes Christmas and Hanukkah. And in between are all of the holiday parties and all of the get togethers and all of the opportunities to not eat according to your plan. Now, I've done a lot of lives about how you want to feel on January 1st. You can go back and look at my library. However you want to feel on January 1st, you should act accordingly throughout this season. What I'm going to talk about today is getting back to the basics so you can reinforce your skills so that should you want to emerge on January 1st feeling good, which I know I do, then we're going to talk about how you do that. So there are some simple keys to it. We talk about keeping your 6 plates spinning in the air, right? You can think about juggling balls, but it's not that complicated, right? There is food, there is water, there is sleep, there is exercise, there is keeping your stress down, and then there are the supplements and medications you are taking. So, very basic. Keep your food in a place that you want to be. Meals of protein, fat, and carbs every 3 to 4 hours, reasonable portion sizes. If you feel like you want to go grab something from the candy jar, maybe your blood sugar is starting to get low and it's time to think about having your next meal. Even if it's 2.5 hours, that's okay. I would rather you have a good solid meal at 2.5 hours than wait 3 hours and feel like that candy jar is irresistible. You've probably heard me say, I know that my blood sugar is starting to drop when I start daydreaming about that leftover pizza in the fridge. And then it's time for me to do something else. So what do I do? What are my top tips? Number one, I keep a shake made in my fridge so that if I have gone too far, if I'm working with a client, if I'm on a phone call, if I'm in a meeting, and I've let it go too long, I just walk to the fridge, I grab the shake and I drink it, and all of a sudden I am sane again because I had a good meal of protein, fat, and carbs. It's not like the meal I had the other night with seared tuna and garlic broccolini and a lovely glass of wine, right? It's not like that meal, but it is a meal and it has food to fuel me and to stabilize my blood sugar so that I'm not diving into that candy jar, because you know what, that's not good candy. If you want to have candy, have some good candy. So food, keep your food on plan. Protein, fat, and carbs every 3 to 4 hours. Make sure you are staying hydrated. My water bottle's inside at the couch because it's late and that is where I'm headed next. But normally I have a water bottle with me all the time. Keep a water bottle with you. Stay hydrated. Drink, because sometimes the hunger is really thirst. Okay? Keep moving. Sometimes, you know what? You're kind of bored eating, right? Go out for a walk instead. Go to a class at your favorite studio. Do 20 push-ups. Do 2 push-ups. Something to sort of redirect your mind, because that monkey mind, boy, it'll head you off in the direction of least resistance. So that's 3. Sleep, stress, and supplements, the 3 S's. We're not going to talk about keeping your stress low right now because that could be like a 6-week series. But just know that there are things that you can do to keep your stress low. I've got some great stuff coming up from, some new stuff I'm going to be launching later this year. So stay tuned for that. Send me a message if you're curious. I'll let you have a little sneak peek. Supplements or medications, you know that medications can muck with your metabolism, your water retention, your all of the your digestion, all of the above, right? And so you want to know how they impact you, and if you need help sort of figuring out how to use food as your friend, tag me below, send me a message. We can talk about your specific situation. Sleep. Sleep is such an amazing thing because you need to recharge your battery. Last night, for whatever reason, the power went out on our street, and it was dark when I went to bed, like pitch black dark. No clock, no white noise, none of the usual things, and I didn't get good sleep. Now, the power came on in the middle of the night, the smoke detectors beeped, my clock flashed, and then I was back to bed, but I didn't get a good night's sleep last night, and I felt it this morning, right? So sleep is super important. If you want to hear more about sleep and food and things you can do to fine tune both of those, I'm collaborating with a sleep coach on November 2nd to do a seminar on just that. It's on Eventbrite, so if you're not already following me on Eventbrite, come check it out. You'll learn a lot of great information. So those are the basics. So when we talk about getting back to the basics, your food, your water, your exercise, your sleep, stress, of course, supplements, of course, medicine, of course. These are some of the things that you can do. And if you fine tune your basic skills, then you will indeed get through the season without feeling like you have to throw up your hands and give up the ghost. And if you need some help on that, come join me in my group, Never Diet Again, and I will be happy to answer any questions. Tag me below. Also, if you want a fun event that has a little bit of food and a little bit of wine and a little bit of fun, we're doing our Perfect Pairings events this year. We've got 2 of them scheduled, one in December and one in February. So again, come check me out on Eventbrite and you will see everything that I've got scheduled. As always, what I hope for you is that you live a life you love without being hungry, feeling deprived, or giving up your glass of wine with dinner. Until next week, ciao.